welcome back to Chat About It, Don't Shout About It with me, Rachel, the queen of the woke, as crowned by one of my haters. Don't forget to subscribe. It helps the channel out immensely when you do. Thank you to everyone who subscribed already. I can't run this channel without you. Today is TikTok Tuesday. I say that, but it looks like the 9 lives of TikTok is actually dwindling. Hypothetically, that is. I am, of course, talking about the potential incumbent ban that may be on its way on the 19th of January. It's not that far off. This potential incumbent ban is coming to the USA. A brief history of this is last year, Congress required ByteDance to sell TikTok in the USA. If it doesn't, then the operations will stop. This is because there's reason to believe that there is a grave threat to national security with sharing people's information. Now, I'm not 100% up on the ins and outs of Congress and the Supreme Court and American politics. Some lawyers have argued that it is a removal of the First Amendment rights, and I'm familiar with that, and so I would agree with that. But at the same time, I understand where Congress is coming from. The TikTok trackers are definitely buzzing around out there for sure. It constantly asks me for access to my friends and phone numbers and emails, but it already knows this without my permission. How else would they know I know someone called Michael when I've not told them that I know someone called Michael, and I've not given them access or privy to any of that information? There's also a lot of members on there who are actually part of the content creator program. For many, this would mean a loss of mainly income or supplement income. You know, I don't begrudge people a job. People should be able to work as long as it's perfectly legal. Do I agree that TikTok should be banned in the USA? No, I don't. Do I think there is needs for it to have some kind of information, data sharing ban that is going on and things like that? Yes, I don't think that data should actually be held by TikTok and go in places where it shouldn't. If the ban does go through on TikTok, then it will be removed from the app stores. However, it will remain on the phones of the American people until the updates become so many that the app will eventually break. And who knows, maybe someone will actually buy it, or an appeal will come through. So maybe this ban that's potentially going ahead might never happen. But if it does go through, then the entertaining TikToks like these will not be seen.
Ice cream! Chocolate! Birthday cake! Cadbury!
There would be a plus side though if it does go through. We get given wholesome TikToks like this one, a mother budgeting her Christmas.
Christmas on a budget. I am spending around £100 per child. I'm buying my son a tablet, but I've got a £50 voucher that's going towards that. So even though I think the tablet's going to be £125, it's going to physically cost me £75. So this is all for my son who's 5. He's going to have this toothbrush set. He's got 2 dinosaur bath bombs, so they are bath bombs for the bath, and then they have got a toy inside. Have each got one of these star mixes, and has got this bluey plate. He has got this cup. Also really wanted these because he really likes cooking, so they are like freeze pops. One of these, which is a foaming bath spray.
Now, losing a video like that wouldn't actually be the plus side, but when you go to her comment section, and believe me now, the good people have actually come in and infiltrated it and done their job, but when you actually scroll through and see what there is, the comment section is very nasty. There are some very nasty comments there, and that would be the plus side. Let me read you some. I understand everyone's budgets are different, but hygiene essentials and plates, cups are things you should be providing without it having to be a present. Do you not change their toothbrush regularly? Yes, I do. Then that's something they should already have and not have to wait till Christmas Day. They won't be waiting till Christmas Day. Are these not their Christmas presents you've shown? Stocking fillers as per the video. Toothbrush, plate, soap. Yeah, not there for that, sorry. What's wrong with that? Clearly you'd be happy with rainbows and sunshine, which is your preference. £100 per child is actually quite a lot. When I was growing up, the budget for us 4 children was between £70 to £100. My parents would save up all year and we would get one main present each, some toiletries that were our own so that we could lend the value of finery of nicer toiletries rather than using lots of the shared toiletries, which we had a habit of doing, some nicer clothes that were not hand-me-downs, and some tree presents. What these comments do is actually berate this woman, and it's really sad if you think about it, because what she's trying to do is give her children the best Christmas that she possibly can with the amount of money that she has. These comments got this response from this lady.
This is a message to the horrific, disgusting so-called mothers that would attack another mother for what she's bought her children for Christmas this year. How dare you? How dare you? Calling her a tramp and disgusting in the comments. Come my way, let me go toe to toe with you. I got time, I got all day long. Secondly, I cannot find the girl's video now. I cannot find the girl's video and I need to message her. Bring her my way, I will get her children Christmas presents this year. Bring her to my page, please. TikTok, do your thing and find this woman. Bring her to me. And for those mothers, God forbid you were ever in her position. You think she doesn't know? You think she doesn't know? You think she doesn't want to buy her children the world like we all do? And she's unable to, like many of us this year. Are you sick? You sick? There's something wrong with you. There is something wrong with you. How dare you do that to someone? She bravely came and showed what she got on a budget. And you would attack her in such a cruel, disgusting manner. Come my way. I've got time today. I'll make time.
So whilst I don't agree with the comments that the mother budgeting her Christmas got, they are entitled to free speech, but these are the types of remarks that can affect people's mental health, and it's a vicious cycle. And you get lots of these types of things on TikTok. They've just recently introduced a dislike button, and I think that will help out the system a lot. They're putting them onto TikTok videos, and they're also putting them into the comment section as well. It is a way of bringing back in the vitriol of rage baiting and things like that. However, some people do like these types of vicious cycles, like Rage Bait Tino.
When you're talking about surgery, why do you do it in the most public places? You could talk about it in your house. I also noticed that you talked about it in like a kids area, kind of like Disneyland.
That Disney video, huh? A lot of the commenters on that video seemed to think that there was a row of children in front of me that I was preaching to as I filmed it. But in reality, it was a really loud cafe where I could barely hear my mom right next to me, much less the table next to me. What I really think people have a problem with is that I am being a trans person in public. And that's really what this voicemail is getting at, that being trans in public in general is not okay, right? Like they're saying that I should film at home. Why? Trans people deserve to feel safe at a restaurant or at the grocery store or just walking down the street, because in 2024, we don't. And that's why I film in public, so that you can see I'm living my life and you don't need to be afraid of me or any other trans person.
The caller called Lily out for talking about surgery in public. Her issues appears to not be with Lily being trans, but the fact that Lily discusses these very personal and private things in public. In the original video, there are children behind Lily, and you can also hear them in the background.
Summer, I got my cake pops removed, and the plan up until recently was to get my marshmallow wand reconfigured into a marshmallow tunnel. Wand is what becomes the really excited to have a marshmallow tunnel sooner. Thinks it will be before the end. Fingers crossed.
Plus, not only that, Lily talks in code using snacks and cakes, and it's all done in public. Children are very curious about that sort of thing. I support you, my good man. Sir, keep your head up, Mr. Tino. Sir, are you okay? Sir, you all right? Nurse, he's awake again. Sir, not okay. You're violating the donuts, sir. But it's not just Rage Bait Tino that will lose potential access. James is Smiling, who is another rage baiter on TikTok, was also caught breaking the law on TikTok, which was completely James's fault when knowingly doing it and announcing it on TikTok. James was going around changing gender markers on legal documents, which is up to James, of course. One of which, though, was the driver's license. And in this case, with the driver's license in James's state, it is actually illegal to change your gender marker on it. You have to have your biological sex, which for James is male. Now, the original video where James announced the success of changing the gender marker before getting caught has actually since been deleted, but a lot of TikTok and other content creators have actually reacted to it. I do have a picture though of the revoking of the driver's license, which I found on X. Please be advised that the identifier on the Florida's driver's license issued to you on December 20th, 2024 was improperly changed from male to female. Accordingly, that license is invalid and has been cancelled. This cancellation applies to the physical credential issue on December 2024. You are still permitted to operate a motor vehicle. A valid replacement license with the proper identifier of male is provided herein. In compliance with Florida law, we have issued you a new unique driver's license number. As I explained in my letter to county tax collectors dated January 26, 2024, the department may issue a replacement driver's license when a license is lost or stolen, or when there is a subsequent change in the licensee's name, address, or restrictions. Moreover, the term sex in section 322.17 Florida statutes does not refer to a person's internal sense of his or her gender, role, or identity, but is determined by innate and immutable biological and genetic characteristics. There is no legal authority to change the licensee's sex identifier to anything other than the licensee's sex. Accordingly, the replacement license issued to you on December 20, 2024, which improperly changed the sex identifier from male to female, should not have been issued because such a change was not permitted by law. Thank you for bringing this error to the department's attention. Your public comments will help to ensure compliance with Florida law. To prevent similar errors in the future, the department will issue a reminder to county tax collectors that under Florida law, the sex identifier on Florida's driver's licenses is limited to the licensee's sex, not gender identity, and cannot be changed to reflect a licensee's gender identity. Then it goes on to talk about how the sex was misrepresented and how James may have knowingly falsified about the original license being lost. Come what may, TikTok may stay, or it may go. We don't know at this point. I wish though that it could go back to being an entertaining platform. I'm sure if it goes, all of these content creators will find somewhere else to be, so maybe I'll just have to follow them if I want to make videos about the content that they make. I don't know if it has a sister site, TikTok that is, or the whatnot, but they definitely would find somewhere else to go and make their money for sure. I guess we would just have to wait and see. Let me know what you think. Chat about it, don't chat about it. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. Bye bye.